All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? How is it going today on this beautiful Saturday morning? Um, and it's nice. It's nice. It's not bad at all. I want to welcome each and everybody to the Patriotic Rancher Show. I am your host, Mr. Brutally Honest, on Redcon One Media. Be sure to like and share. You guys invite everybody you can. Invite everybody that you know, everybody that you love, everybody that you like, all of your family members. And while you're doing that, you might as well invite everybody that you don't like. Might as well invite everybody that kind of upsets you. And you might as well just go ahead and invite all the trolls, because we need all the trolls along too. All right. Nope, I'm at noon Eastern time, Angela. I'm at noon Eastern time. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? Morning, Jason. How's it going today? Angela, how are you? Judy, how are you doing? Robert, how you doing, Robert Bertram? Doing good, doing good. Awesome. Yeah, you guys be sure to get the likes and shares out there. Be sure to get the likes and shares and invite everybody. Saturdays and Sundays, every other weekend, I'm going to be doing these shows at 12 p.m. Eastern time. 12 p.m. Eastern time, which is 11 a.m. Central time. So, which one of those things. One of those things. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? But yeah, so that's what we're doing now. And we're having all sorts of fun, and we're doing it. And I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yep, going to start doing Saturday and Sundays, Angela, every other weekend. And when Donna's working, then we're going to do it. And I just sent her a message saying we're live now, so she might be popping in here. You never know. Hey, Joni Wells Martin, how are you? How are you doing? All right, let's see who else we got in here. All right. Well, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope your Saturday's nice. Right now, it's about 30 degrees, give or take, up here in northwest Oklahoma. Let me refresh it here and see what the weather says. Oh, it's 34, but it feels like 23. And it don't feel that cold out there. It really does not feel that cold at all. Actually feels pretty damn good. So, all right. So everybody knows how we do this. Let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. Good morning, Eric. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, yes, liberty and justice. Ladies and gentlemen, you can listen to the rhetoric out there from the left, and you can listen to this horrible new Green Deal that the left is starting to spout from Ocasio-Cortez. And you can listen to all that, and have they said anything at all when they're spouting this stuff about liberties and freedom? In honesty, have they? Have they said anything about them? Do you guys know if they've spouted anything about liberties and freedoms when they're talking about socialism, when they're talking about the new Green Deal, when they're letting her just run amok and do whatever? I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. Has any of you heard any of them say anything about liberties, freedom, and justice? I don't think so. I don't think so. One of the things to consider that I look at, which to me is important, is I'm listening to the Democrats say everything they want to say. I'm watching the Democrats say what they're saying and the way they're acting. And I'm watching the Democrats come across with this message. And it really, really makes me wonder, are they considering any, and I mean any, liberties, freedom, anything for the American people? Now, what part of socialism has to deal with freedoms? As far as the people go, none. As far as the country goes, none. All right, let's break it down to this. Liberties. We know there's no freedoms of any way, shape, or form. Okay. Now, liberties. What kind of liberties do you have in a socialist environment? None. None at all. None at all. You know, we know that the Democrats are doing a lot of things right now to keep what's really happening out of the limelight. Matter of fact, I forgot to grab it. Give me 1 second. Donna and I talked about some stuff last night. After the show, we had our own after the show in the living room. But right now, I want to do one thing. I want to go get this stuff that Donna and I talked about, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Okay. That didn't take long. Okay, what's this? Okay. Yeah, I'll get to that here in a minute. When Donna mentioned this last night, the way the Democrats are acting, how many of you remember back in the day when the saying was, children are to be seen and not heard? How many of you guys remember that? You guys remember hearing that there is times that children are to be seen and not heard? That was something that I heard growing up in a place called Boys Ranch, and California's Boys Ranch, right outside of Amarillo, Texas. And with that being said, the dorm parents would very often say, you boys need to shut the hell up. You're to be seen and not heard. You don't talk until you're talked to. What do you think the Democrats are doing right now? In all honesty, does that revert back to what the Democrats are doing? Except for they turned it. Okay. The Democrats are using that same reference towards us. We are to be seen, but not heard at all. And you ask yourself, how is that possible? How is that possible? And I'll tell you how it's possible, ladies and gentlemen. They're wanting us to be seen, but not heard, i.e., the censorship. Now put 2 and 2 together here. 2 and 2 together. And it's not 5. And it's not 7. And it's not 9. We're not talking prime numbers. Okay. You know, if you think about what the Democrats are doing, they're blowing everything up. They're all over the place. The Democrats are spouting this, they're spouting that, and it's all rhetoric, and absolutely 0% of it is making any sense. But yet, when I or anybody, myself, Jeremy, Big Sarge, Alex, Jason, Zach, Jermaine, Alex Jones, JJ, anybody, when anybody speaks up or says anything, what happens? It's almost like we get backhanded and said, you're to be seen and not heard. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You are to be seen but not heard. We want your money, but you can't complain about it. We're going to take everything away from you, but you can't say nothing about it. Is that what you guys think? You guys let me know. You guys, I want to see you guys today. I want to see your comments today. I want to see it because I want everybody to see your comments because I'm going to put them up here. I want other people. I truly want to hear from y'all. Okay. Now, we all use a lot of different terms in what we do. We all use a lot of different terms like critical thinking, common sense, common knowledge. But is that important right now with what the Democrats are trying to do? Are the Democrats using their version of common sense, common knowledge, critical thinking? You know, that's right, Jerry. I did too. I always grew up here, spare the rod, spoil the child. Well, do you think the liberals have literally taken that on 100%? I think they have. I think they truly have taken that on to be meaning that's what's supposed to be what we're supposed to spoil the child. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You know, we're not supposed to punish them. We're not supposed to correct them. We're not supposed to be the parent. We're supposed to let them do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, when it comes to us say something, then it's kind of like, oh crap, we're not supposed to hear from y'all. We're going to censor y'all because you guys bring forth something we don't need. Period. We don't want to hear truth at all. So Donna and I kind of got thrown around some terms last night. And here's one of the terms. You know, Donna and I got to talking last night. Yes, Les, I agree with you 100%. Democrats prey on people with limited knowledge. Now, with that being said, is knowledge something that should be used in the game of politics? Is knowledge something? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you boil down to it, that's exactly what politics is. Politics is a game. Politics is a game with these people. It's a game that they could twist, they can turn, they can manipulate, and they can steal everything from us 100%. You know, so is knowledge key? Yeah. If you want the truth, if you want the ability to be able to go out and gain the knowledge of what's really happening, then yes, knowledge is key. It's like I said yesterday, we basically don't use that much of our brain, and we got an entire big brain pan. And some people's got those heads that are huge. I got a friend of mine who works for on a ranch up there in Wyoming. He's got a big head. I wear a size 7 hat. He has to have his made because he wears an 8.5. He's got that big a head. I mean, his little noggin's like this. He got a big ass head. And I told him, I said, you know what? If your noggin ever got full of knowledge to fill it completely up, you'd be scary. You would be scary. So here's one of the things. Donnie and I got talking last night, and she is very correct on this. Very correct. We use the term common sense too much. And what exactly is sense? Can anybody define what common sense really is? That's a part to me that is important. That part to me, since we use that and we talk about common sense all the time, but do we overuse it? Do we overuse it as a people? Do we overuse it as a party of people? Do we overuse it in society? And that's one of the things I'm very interested to know. Excuse me. And I'm just going to come over here real quick. I'm going to get all that because it keeps twirling around. And I want to look something up here real quick. I'm going to be interesting to see what this says. Common sense is a noun. This is from the Oxford dictionaries. It is common sense is good sense and sound judgment in practical matters, i.e., a common sense approach. Okay, all right, I understand that. Now, Merriam-Webster dictionary says it's sound and prudent judgment based on a simple perception of the situation or facts. Okay, I understand that. Other synonyms and antonyms for common sense: discreetness, discretion, gumption, horse sense, level-headedness. And here's some nouns that's chiefly British. Policy, prudence, sense, sensibleness, wisdom, wit, and some antonyms are imprudence and indiscretion. Here it says choose the right synonym for the common sense. Sense, common sense, judgment, wisdom mean ability to reach intelligent conclusions. Sense implies a reliable ability to judge and decide with soundness, prudence, and intelligence. Common sense suggests an average degree of such ability without sophistication or special knowledge. Judgment implies sense tempered and refined by experience, training, and maturity. Wisdom implies sense of judgment far and above. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, are the Democrats trying to use not common sense, but are they trying to show us their wisdom, i.e., that they have the better judgment far above anybody else? Okay, let's go with that one. How is your judgment on what you're doing, and how is it benefiting America? You know, the other Democrats throughout the world have gone the course that you guys are trying to do right now. They have tried to show everybody that their judgment and their wisdom far exceeds anybody else. But look at those other countries right now. Look at England. Look at France. Look at Venezuela. Look at other countries. Mogadishu. All these other countries. Okay? So is the term being used? That's a very good question. That is a very good question. And that's something to think about today. For the simple fact is, if we are using common sense too much in terminology, maybe we need to see what we can do to better our understanding. Therefore, we can all strive to have the wisdom to take on the Democrats and the left and the socialists. Maybe we need that extra wisdom. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I say research, research, research. That's all there is to it. Joe Kramer, cut the shit. The U.S. Secret Service orchestrated 9/11, okay? You know, Joe, they did. Along with the CIA, along with the FBI, the DOD, the NSA, everybody, all the three-letter agencies got together and did this. Plus, with outside the influences, outside the USA, they did this. That is common knowledge. That is common knowledge. And no, there is no way possible those two buildings came down because a plane hit it. There is no way possible. I have talked to way too many people that deal with steel every single day. There's no way possible. Especially when you see videos out there of neighboring buildings, explosions in them. Planes hit them. There was controlled demolition explosions. I've been to a lot of demolition sites. I've seen how it goes. I've used a lot of demolitions in the military. I know how it goes. So yeah, 9/11 was a farce to stop one thing. 9/11 was a farce to stop one thing, and one thing only. The day 9/11 happened, the revalue of the currencies was supposed to take place 30 minutes after the time 9/11 happened. 30 minutes after that time it happened, the revalue of the currency, the beginning of Nasara law, was supposed to take place in the United States of America. That is proven record. That is public information. It's out there. All you got to do is go look it up. And that's no conspiracy theory. That is a proven friggin' fact. That's what it was. That's all 9/11 was to completely destroy the monetary systems of the United States government. And what did it do? Did it destroy the monetary systems? No. It stopped Nasara and Jassara. That's all it did. And kill a lot of innocent people. And hurt and maim a lot of innocent people. So, there it is, in a nutshell. Carolyn Diver said she's seen the first one fall. They were demolition. No doubt in her mind. You know, so I know too many experts. I've talked to too many experts in the steel industry that's worked with steel that actually built high rises. And they told me flat out, there's no way in hell those planes would have brought down those tires at all. None. So, all right. Anyway, so common sense has common sense gone out the door? Has common sense gone out the door? In some aspects, yes. In some aspects, yes. Now, here's another question. Is logic common sense? Do you think that our representatives on our state levels, our county levels, city levels, and even the deep state, do you think they use logic and intertwine that with common sense to bring forth things that we need? That's a very good question. What do you guys think? I want to see your comments up here. I want to see what you guys say about common sense and is logic common sense. I want to see y'all. I'm going to put them up here because I'm watching, I'm listening, and I'm learning what everything is being said, not only on the left, but the right. I'm watching these committee meetings. I'm watching the actions of these people, the way they're handling themselves. And it sure makes me wonder, ladies and gentlemen, are they trying to convince us that their logic and the way they handle themselves, the way they exercise their, i.e., nobility, their power, their rights as a legislator, are they trying to use that logic and intertwine it with common sense, therefore trying to screw with our brain pan to make us believe what they want? That is a question for you. You know? And yes, Janice, we are. We are. We are. You know? I agree with you 100%. We are a product of news propaganda. And it started a long time ago. We have become a society of vision. I remember when we was a society of hands, where if we did it with our hands, we knew it. If we picked up a book and actually turned the pages, we read it, therefore we learned something. I remember being a society of people that we really strove ourselves to better ourselves every single day, not by visually seeing something, but by actually physically doing something. We have become such an auditory society that is unreal. You know, and at the same time, we've become a society that has stopped thinking outside the box. In all honesty, we have stopped thinking outside the box, ladies and gentlemen, because within this box, there's perimeters. And the Democrats have tried to convince us all these years let me do this. I'm going to steal this from Glean back. That's it right there. Okay? The Democrats are outside the box. The Republicans and the people of the Republic are the ones that stuck in the box. We cannot, the Democrats don't want us to come out of the box. So they put these barriers up, i.e. fake news, i.e. social media with fake information, i.e. lies, i.e. turmoil. The Democrats have put their own walls up, ladies and gentlemen. They put their own walls up so we won't get outside of them. So we don't think outside the box. Well, here's the problem with that. If you take somebody who has the knowledge and the will to constantly look outside the box at the possibilities of what's there, how can that person be contained in the box? Many different ways. Many. Okay. They try to do it one by trying to make us the laziest people around. Look at all this technology we have. Okay. Look at all the technology. The technology we have is making us a society of ease. Push button. Just click a link. It does everything for you. All you got to do is take your little mouse or your little finger on your phone, and you can just, there. What was wrong with picking up the phone and going? Or then touch tones come out, and we had to remember the number. And we wrote the number down with the person's name. And we also wrote the person's address down. Now, you just put it in the phone. Now you just put it in the phone, and it's kind of like, oh, yeah, wait a minute. I got his phone number. Contact. Society of ease. Society of ease to where something's happening. Oh, I'm going to video this. I want to share this with everybody. Society of ease. Society of ease with ambulance chasing attorneys. I'm going to take the easy way. I don't want to go to court and actually have to battle for the rights of somebody who's a criminal or who's not a criminal. But I am going to go chase ambulances for a living because I know for a guaranteed fact I'll probably win because they'll pay up. So it's society of ease. Everything. I mean, I hate to say this. Because Donna has one. My brother has one. A lot of people have them. You have a vehicle that you can start from inside your house. I have it because I have a clutch. So I have to go out. I don't care if it's 40 below. I don't care if it's 70 below, 120 degrees. I have to go outside and start my vehicle. And don't get me wrong, it's nice. It is nice to be able to sit inside when it's 20 below and push that button and that car start up. And that way it runs for 15 minutes. And then you do it again. I think you can do it up to 3 times. And that way it gets the car warm. So when you run out there and you get in it, the car's warm and your window's defrosted. That is nice. That is a luxury. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, it makes you kind of spoiled. But in all honesty, I remember the time in my life where people called you and you had a choice whether you wanted to pick up the phone or not. You had a choice whether you wanted to, and this was before answering machines. This is kind of like, I don't want to listen to nobody, because they came out with the caller ID that told you who was calling. But before that, I remember before that we also answered the phone every time somebody called, because you never know who it was. Instead of looking, we became a society of ease starting in the 70s and the 80s. Everything became better. Like my truck, it's a 1997 Dodge 5-speed, four-wheel drive, 12-valve Cummins. It's a manual. It's not electronic. It's a mechanical motor, not electronical motor at all. So we became a society of ease in all forms of fashion. Is that what the Democrats have been wanting this whole time? Are they wanting to keep us in that box because it's easier for them to do what they can to manipulate us? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to like, share, invite, and everybody you love in your family, your friends, and all the groups. And be sure to share this with all the groups out there. I shared the show last night with 27 groups, and I did it all I broke it up into about 2-hour time span. That way Facebook would let me just keep sharing it. So I did. And it worked. It worked. So you guys share the hell out of this. Invite everybody along. Yeah, we're an antique. We are an antique. Got a Pennsylvania phone call here. You're on the Patriot Rancher Show. Who's this?
Hi, Chris. This is Harry Seabolt from Pennsylvania.
Harry, how's it going?
Hey, I think you put your finger right on something there. You know, we have these smart meters, and our houses are so smart now that they can control and watch everything you're doing.
Right.
I think you agree with that. Yeah, out west there, you guys, they were having a fire where they had to watch how much power they were using. The governor called, wanted you to turn your thermostats down to 68. Do you think maybe that someday they're going to be able to do that from the power company? Hey, we're using too much power in this area. You know, adjust it down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
From where they're at.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? They know everything that we're doing. I mean, little by little, we're letting them put locks on our house that they can unlock. You can do it with your phone. You have cameras watching your house, you know what I mean?
Right.
I have a refrigerator that communicates with the internet.
Right.
If I need somebody to work on it, they can kind of run a diagnostic on it, and they can figure out what's wrong with it from wherever they're at.
Yes. Yes.
It's kind of a little bit scary, okay?
It is.
Now, what you were talking about, this Cortez and the Democrats, is that a plan what they're doing? The only way that, if you were a new person in Congress like she is, and how would you get the attention that she's getting, okay, unless she says stupid stuff like that?
Exactly.
Because the news is on it. We're on it. We're watching everything that she says, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a big plan, you know? I'm just thinking that way about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Nancy Pelosi, okay? She doesn't want to be replaced. So they got this young new person in there, and she's saying all this dumb stuff. But do you want to replace Nancy with her? You really don't, you know what I mean? Even though Nancy does some dumb stuff. But Nancy controls all of them people.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable how she controls them because she's the leader of the House, and she can set up the different committees that they're on, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To certain people to be in charge, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how you get the money to come back to your districts and stuff.
Right.
And that's a big control.
Yeah.
I seen the lady the other day, I think she was from Arizona, at the when the president was talking. She stood up and she was clapping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And another lady stood up and said, "You better watch your ass."
Right. Exactly.
You hear her say that right there on television.
Right.
You know what I mean? And is that the control that they have on everybody? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
It's all like a big plan, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like I said last night during the show. I gave several of my opinions why Nancy Pelosi might be letting this happen. And it's an interesting concept that I'm not the only one kind of figuring this out, because improvement. Okay, I have never seen a junior representative on either party have as much airtime and as much say as she is getting. Okay, I have never seen that. I've never heard that. I've never witnessed it until now. So this tells me, could they be grooming her, or is Nancy going to throw her under the bus? Yes, we know she's going to run for president in 2020. No, she's not going to run for president. For one, she ain't got the IQ. For two, she ain't old enough. And for three, ain't nobody going to back her for that.
Well, no matter what, they're going to control how she votes, and that's how they do it. They control everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even though that you go back to your district and you say, oh, I'm going to do this or do that, it all depends on how you vote when they do the laws and different things like that. And that comes back to being put on the certain committees, and sucking up to Nancy to make sure you get on this committee so that you can bring money home to your district and everything.
Right.
They have a heck of a lot of control, over the individual people, even though we vote them in and everything like that. They have a lot of control.
Right. Right. Well, I just put the phone on the floor because everybody's saying there's a high-pitched noise coming through. So I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, well, take the speaker off. Yeah, that might be part of it.
Did that help any?
I don't know. You guys, is the squeal gone now? He just took it off the speakerphone. But we'll find out here in a minute. But yeah, so Pelosi could be doing a lot of things. Ocasio, we know she's 3 sandwiches shy of a picnic. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So, and we'll just have to deal with it.
I mean, it's just like just wait for the next thing coming up.
Right. Okay. Well, we're still getting a lot of feedback for something. It might be the phone.
Well,
I do thank you for calling in, though, sir.
that's all I had to say. Well, hey, you got a great show, and I'm glad you're on in the afternoon now, too. So I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that did. We'll see how that did. And we'll go from there. So hopefully the sound comes back and we'll be able to do things. I'm sorry, Janice, I had to drop the phone down and he took it off speaker so that way we kind of try to hear some things. But yeah. Now, one of the other things I want to ask you guys about is critical thinking. Is critical thinking, why does critical thinking have to be hard? How come it can't be that aha moment? Still a buzzing. Still buzzing. Mute my volume and unmute my volume. All right. Well, there's the speakers. I'm going to mute the speakers. Well, my volume's turned all the way up, but I'm going to mute my speaker. So, okay, I just muted my speaker. So you guys tell me, how's it working? Well, I just turned my phone off. Still buzzing. Damn it. I'm trying to figure this out, folks. I do not know if y'all can hear me, but I am trying to figure this out. My input, test microphone. Only got the one microphone. Um, guys, I'm gonna have to go through here and do some troubleshooting and see what's going on. For the simple fact is because I don't know what's going on. Um, I'm at media right now. I'm testing. I'm trying to test my damn microphone and see what's going on there. Um, it's detecting it's detecting things now. Hmm. Well, damn it. All right, guys. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to call it good. I cannot unplug my microphone because my microphone is also the camera. Um, I have it doing a test to see what's going on, if anything. Um, everything right now. Bear with me just for a moment here. Hopefully, we'll get it figured out. I do apologize 100%. I don't know what's going on. This is twice that it's happened, and I'll go from there. All right, guys. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to go from there. Detecting problems. Microphone. Next. Okay. Um, it's doing a test right now on my microphone, and it says there's no problems. It says there's no problems with the microphone. There's no problems with anything right now. Um, might be my sound card. Might be my sound card, or I got too much stuff here. You know what? Let me do this, folks. Let me do this. I'm gonna close down a whole bunch of this stuff that I was gonna talk about, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, did that happen? Holy crap! Donna just fell earlier. Um, guys, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if you can hear anything better. Can you hear me now? Is the squealing still happening? Say yes or something in the chat so I know. Um, um, no, it's still doing it. All right. Guys, I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to shut this down and try to figure out what's going on. I do apologize 100%. I thank you for being here, but I apologize, and we'll have to go from there. So, all right. Um, let me see if I can just shut this down here, and then we're going to go. And love you guys. I will see y'all later. I apologize for the problem. Hopefully, I can get it from. So, Love you guys. We'll try to get it fixed for tomorrow. So I'll see y'all later.